What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my third review in 3 days. Today we have the Tonkin Caterpillar 950K wheel loader in 1/50th scale. So not much to say about this model except for it does have a few flaws, and by a few, you'll see what I mean. So yeah, up here you have an okay size digging bucket. You can see the pin is out. I have that for a reason. There is no curl back on the bucket. This is as far back as it's going to curl, but the cutting angle is relatively decent. It does feature a quick coupler on it, which has a pin connection. You actually have to take something and push out the pin at first. But here you can see the bucket and the nicely molded quick coupler. The nice thing about the pin connection is it doesn't feel like it's going to break like one of those North Scott quick couplers. One sec, let me get the bucket back on. But the pin is pretty nice. The ends are painted. And there you can see the bucket's back on. Here you have two plastic work lights, as well as 4 hydraulic lines running back to the motor. Inside the cab, you have a gray seat. Try to get it so you can see it. It doesn't. This one does not feature the Cat logo. It has the steering wheel, which is pretty detailed in plastic. Over here, I believe this is your AC unit. This series does not feature 2 opening doors. Instead, it favors a window, a sliding opening window. You have a plastic windshield wiper and lights. All the details like the mirrors, the lights, the windshield wiper, and the handrail up top are plastic, as well as the ladder. Here's your door on this side. It does not open. Here you have another fine detail. I would not think that'd be for your fuel, but it might be. Anyways, your Cat logo, which seems to be shielded off a little bit by the metal handrail, 950K, and this semi-perforated textured indent in the body. It's really just it's textured, but it's painted over with flat black. On the back, you can see your plastic grill, your Cat logo. This is where your backup camera will go. And then a handle. You have a hitch back here that is actually drilled through. Well, partially is, I should say. And you can see your rear lights and your counterweight right here. You can see how the lights are a little bit offset from each other. I don't know if they're supposed to be. But anyways, this loader does feature suspension. Now, I don't understand why they would put a ladder on a side that does not have a door. I don't know, but again, here's 2 metal handrails. You can see the hub or the rims are nicely detailed with some fine bolt details, and the paint matches adequate. Your exhaust and your air filter or air intake, which is quite a bit smaller than the 966 and 972, which are relatively the same models. Here you can see the rolling. It does seem to struggle a little bit. This model is fresh out of the box as well, so it does articulate, which is to a pretty good degree, as you can see. To the lifting functions, here's as far up as it will go, and then there's as much as it will dump. Now there's as far up as it will when it's dumping, and that quite obviously would not clear a dump truck. I already showed you the tilt back and how that's not really that good. And it does have, the cylinders do seem to have a trouble holding their position. I mean, there's as far as up as it will go. And there's the dump once again. It really does seem to have an issue at some stages holding a pose. And for some reason it seems like the axle's been on this one, which is the rear axle. Like I said, this is fresh out of the box. I have not touched this thing since I have taken it out of the box. But anyways, so honestly, just to keep it short, I think this is the weaker of the North Scott or not North Sky, excuse me, Tonkin Cat loaders. I think they could have done a lot better job with it, but you know, I've said it multiple times that every manufacturer has some issues with their models, coming out with new models, I should say, and this is no exception. Definitely, guys, I would get the 966 over this one. If you have any, if you're debating yourself on which one to get, the 966 is bigger and it is certainly better. There is some nice small warning graphics, but all in all, though, you know, I'm just saying it could be a better functioning model. And out of 10, I would rate it at roughly a 6 out of 10. It's got the detail. It's got good detail. Don't get me wrong. For the price range, the detail's quite well done. The quick coupler adds to it. It's just that the overall functionality detracts from it big time. And you can see how the back wheel is, like how it's, like you can see right there. So, and this is a fresh out of the box model too, which is strange that this would happen, but you know, there's, you can see the rear axle oscillation. So anyways, guys, really, honestly, it's not the best model, as much as I hate to be negative about it, but you know, every model has its flaws, and this one seems to have more flaws than not. So just a little bit of a thought. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the review. Another review coming up really shortly. So as always, guys, be sure to drop a like and down below. And tell me how you're liking the reviews, guys, in the comments. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, peace out.